Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of What the Smut Book Reviews. I am Candace, your host. Okay, first and foremost, I apologize so much for being semi-MIA this past week or two. I will give you guys my excuse, whether you buy it or not, totally up to you. So I started a new medication for some stomach issues that I've been having, and it has some funky side effects, and I'm probably gonna have to come off of it because I've had a massive headache for about a week straight, in addition to some other stuff. So that's really why I haven't uploaded 2 videos a week for the last week or two. I'm sorry. I really appreciate you guys joining me for another video though. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me. If you are new here, hi, I'm Candace and I'm your host. And on this channel, we review smut. We talk about romance novels of every genre, paranormal, contemporary, historical, or Regency, whatever the fuck you want to call it, erotica, which, speaking of, I need to get into doing some more erotica reviews, don't I? What's considered erotica? You guys give me some authors who are considered in the erotica section as opposed to just like the regular romance novel section, and I'll look into it because I'm interested. I'm interested. So in today's video, I'm hype, y'all. I am so hype. My head. Okay. Like, I feel my heartbeat in my brain. And you know that like kind of headache where it hurts to blink? If you've had that, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you'll never know. You might know. Hopefully you don't, because the shit sucks. I hope that never happens to you. But yeah. So I'm hyped for today's review, guys, because we're going back to the realm of Kresley Cole and the Immortals After Dark series, which if you've watched any of my videos on this series, you know that I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed, y'all. Okay, so the latest book in the series, which is going to be titled Monroe, is set to be released sometime this year. We're in July, almost August, which means it's crunch time, which means give him to me. I need him. Give him to me. With all due respect, obviously, Kresley, we love you. I love you so much. No rush. You remember that saying, like, I think the only time I've ever heard it actually said is in It's a Wonderful Life, where Jimmy Stewart is like, here's your hat, what's your hurry? And it's like, they cancel each other out, but it's like a cute little, here's your hat, what's your hurry? Like, I need it, okay? Like, no rush, but I need it. No rush, but give it to me now, okay? So I have reviewed, where the hell is my paper? I have reviewed 4 books for this series so far. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 5th, which is by far one of my favorite of the entire series. And this book is called Dark Needs at Night's Edge. Don't you love that, like, holographic? Look at that. Oh, look at it. It's fucking stunning, as Manny would say, it's stunning. So yeah. So this was by far one of my favorite books in the series. When I got to this book, it became my favorite in the series. And then obviously, since there are 17, 18 books released already, there are 1 or 2 others that became like tied as favorite, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that happens. I know it happens to you guys. So this book is the 5th book in the Immortals After Dark series by Kresley Cole. It has 401 pages, which is a chunky little book. That's like the perfect amount of book. Like, I love a good like 600-700 page book if it's like, you know. And then anything that's like under 300 pages, I'm like, if it's really good, I'm like, oh, it's not enough. I need like another 200 pages at least. This book is 401, which is it's a good little chunk of book. It's a good little chunky boy. So this book is available in for Kindle and Nook for the price of $7.49. You can get the mass market paperback new on Amazon for $5.99. Hello. The hardcover is listed on Amazon for $80.22. What? I don't know if that's a typo or an error, or if there's just some schmo out there that's like trying to hawk a hardback Kresley Cole book for $80 and thinking that they're going to get a bite. Like, stop. Okay. Like, price gouge much? Okay. You can get this book used on eBay for around $4 with free shipping, $4 or $5. So this is the cover that I have, obviously. There is an alternate cover, which may be the mass market paperback cover. I'm not entirely sure, don't quote me, but the cover for this one is like, oh my God. Like, the alternate cover for this is like out of this world. I'll show it right here. There you go. And yeah, so let's get into it. I'm gonna read you guys the blurb, and then we can break it down a little bit, and then I'll give you my rating, and we'll see what's what. And then you guys can skip ahead to the bloopers where I embarrass myself. So the blurb for this one says, Naomi Laris, I'm gonna assume that's Laris. Naomi Laris, a famous ballerina from a past century, became a phantom the night she was murdered. Imbued with otherworldly powers but invisible to the living, she haunts her beloved home, scaring away trespassers, until she encounters a ruthless immortal even more terrifying than Naomi herself. To prevent him from harming others, Conrad Roth's brothers imprison him in an abandoned manor. But there, a female only he can see seems determined to drive him further into madness. The exquisite creature torments him with desire, leaving his body racked with lust and his soul torn as he finds himself coveting her for his own. Yet even if Conrad can win Naomi, evil still surrounds her. Once he returns to the brutality of his past to protect her, will he succumb to the dark needs seething inside him? Okay. All right. So Conrad is the younger brother in the Roth clan. So you have Nikolai, who is one of the oldest, I think. Murdoch is the second oldest, Sebastian, and Conrad, who is, I believe, the youngest, if I'm not mistaken. So Conrad, like his other three brothers, was turned into a vampire So Nikolai and Murdoch were turned into vampires voluntarily by Kristoff. They were dying on the battlefield, and Kristoff, who is the king of the forebears in this universe, he offered them immortality in exchange for fealty, which they accepted. And they went back home, found their family dying of plague, and tried to turn all of them. It was successful with the other two brothers. It did not work for their two sisters and their father. So Sebastian and Conrad were turned into vampires against their will. Conrad has more reason to hate what he's become because of, spoiler alert, he was in a secret sect, or like an order of vampire killers. So he was a human who hunted vampires. Then he was turned into a vampire, insert self-loathing. He went on like a killing spree, and, he went nutsos, and he drank from the flesh, which is a big no-no. You're not supposed to do that. And he basically went mad. Okay. So he has fully red eyes because he has like bloodlust, and he like hears. Okay, so in this universe, in Kresley's universe, when you drink straight from the flesh, you absorb that person's or that whatever's memories. You can imagine after centuries of drinking directly from the flesh, your brain, you're at capacity, right? You're at capacity. So Conrad is basically driven mad because he has the ability to see other people's memories, and they're not his own memories, and he's got 1 billion of them up there because he's been drinking blood for like the longest. And so he's gone nuts. He's nutsos. So his 2 brothers finally track him down. They capture him and they imprison him in this abandoned old mansion, or what they think is abandoned. It's not abandoned, it's haunted. Yeah. You see, I knew. That's where I got you. That's where I hooked you. I know. So the mansion is haunted by a ballerina named Naomi. So essentially she is what she thinks is a ghost. She was murdered. It was like a lover scorn type situation in this brand new house that she was so proud of being able to buy on her own and feeling accomplished and whatever. And then the night of the party, she's like her housewarming type situation, she gets killed by an ex-lover, fiance, whatever. And yeah, so she dies in the house, and she ever since has been haunting the house. And she thinks she's a ghost. She's really, another spoiler alert, she's really a phantom, which is totally different. It's like a ghost that also has the ability to become corporeal at will, but she doesn't know that. So therefore she hasn't had time or like the will to master that thing, right? So yeah. So she's living in the house. People have moved into the house. She scares them away. She steals like little trinkets from each person who's lived there as like a little trophy that she keeps like in a little whatever. And so in walks this vampire who's now shackled in what used to be her bedroom or something. And he's the only one who can see her. Like, he sees her, he senses that she's there, he sees her. Everybody else thinks that she's another figment of his addled brain. And over the course of him being there, they fall for each other. Mm-hmm. So she tries to help him like come out of his bloodlust state and make him sane again, and which he wants to do now because he wants to have something with her, right? There's also like another thing where like she is set to like relive her death once a year on the anniversary of her death, which is like super traumatic for her. And they're like, that is coming up soon. And it's like a beat the clock type situation. So yeah. What else is there to say? I don't know. So yeah, that's basically the premise of the book. For the rating for this book, I gave it a 9.5, a 9.5, because again, I have to leave a tiny bit of wiggle room for in case something comes up that's like more, you know? But 9.5, because this again was one of my favorite books in the entire series, even to date. Like, there are 1 or 2 others that I would say are like close to or equal to, but still, this is like my OG favorite book of the series. I've read it more times than I care to mention. Like 5, like 6 times, like a lot of times. And yeah, that's that with that. So that's that with that. 9.5. I really appreciate you guys joining me for another video. If you like this video and you like me, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit that little bell so that you get notifications when I upload a new video. If you'd like a sneak peek to upcoming videos, you can join my members only Facebook group, my Instagram or my Twitter account. I will leave them all linked in the description box below, and I will put a little banner here on the screen for you guys to see. And yeah, so I might do some giveaways. Wouldn't that be fun? I love giveaways. I love free shit. So if you guys are interested in that, share me with your friends. And then once we get our numbers up, I will give you guys free stuff. I will buy my way into your hearts with free books. Very mercenary idea, but it is what it is. I really appreciate you guys joining me for another video, and I will see you guys in my next one. I love you so much. Bye. Can we just, for 1 second, okay. The exquisite creature, what? What is wrong with you? Okay. Okay. Fucking iPhone storage is full again. Okay. My angle may be off. I don't know, because I had to take my phone off the mount to fuck around with my storage because my storage is full again. So I'm going to wrap this up very quickly, and that's it. Fucking iPhone storage. I literally can't with this shit anymore. Like, I've backed up everything from my phone to my computer. I could, I guess, technically delete the stuff from my phone, my photos and stuff, because almost all of my storage is used on pictures and videos. But I am deathly afraid that I'll do that and then something will have happened to the backed up version and I'll lose all my pictures of like Charlotte and stuff. And I'm like, so I've been loath to do it up to this point, but I mean, I have a choice because I can't record a single video without it stopping in the middle and going, your iPhone storage is full. So I'm gonna go take some Tylenol because my head is about to explode. I don't know. My head hurts. Why? What's happening to me? What's happening to me? Have you guys noticed, aside from my huge FAVE head, my hair, all the color gone, faded out. It's been like a week, 2 weeks maybe since I colored my hair. 2 weeks maybe. And it's just like gone. Isn't that some bullshit? That's what you get. What's on my lip? What is that? That's what you get for buying your shit from a box and doing it yourself. I don't think that's actually the problem though. I think my hair just doesn't hold color anymore. I've literally colored my hair like every 3 weeks since I was like 16. So yeah, pretty sure that's got something to do with it.